Here we go. You can see that random generator on the bottom right hand corner. Don't worry about that just yet. I'm just going to hit it a few times just so you guys can see what it looks like. It'll generate a 1 and a 4. Cool. So that's how that works. That's on that bottom right hand corner, and we'll pay attention to that when it matters. For right now, of course, we're starting off a crit hard and fast like all good crits. This is a short course, and there is no course map today for this one. You'll notice this is a little bit higher up, so we're gonna make a hairpin turn after we go through the start finish line, which is right up here. Keep it nice and easy for now. Good. This is our start finish line. We go through here. We're gonna do a hairpin turn here, and it kind of goes downhill a little bit, so we're kind of like on the lower end of the park. It might not even really go that much downhill. And then we're going to do another hairpin up here, and we basically come out on the other side. So this side's closest to the water. And we're going to turn up further away from the water up on this turn right here. Here's our second hairpin. This is a two-turn crit. Here we go, and now we're back on the home straight again. A little bit further inland, a little bit further away from the water. Simple, short, spicy. There's not a lot of places to hide here. 2 very long straights with some technical hairpin turns. Cool. So we were at about 3 minutes when we started, so we're gonna do another 3 minutes. Another 3 minutes, nice and easy. I would say give it enough resistance that you feel like something's going on there. So 55 to 70% FTP, something in that range. Let's just get these legs warmed up a little bit. Don't worry about any intensity right away. We're just going to warm up into it. I'll give you guys some more structured laps, and then we're going to start going random. We have 1 minute from when we started, so my timer started at 3 minutes because I included the countdown. So we're going to go until my timer says 1 hour and 3 minutes. That should be right at the end of this race. All right, another 2.5 minutes. Maybe pick up the pace a little bit. Shift the gear. If you're on your erg mode or your smart trainer, add a couple watts. 10, 20, 30 watts. So I've previewed this race. I previewed a little bit of it, but for the most part, I am watching this for the first time with you guys. So there could be surprises in this race that I'm not prepared for. I do not know a single person in this race. I thought maybe I knew one rider, but I can't be sure. I didn't look at the start list, so. All right, guys, we're going to do 1 more minute. Let's pick up the pace just a little bit more. Let's get a little bit sweaty. Something moderate. Don't worry too hard about that. We'll structure maybe 5 laps after this. A little bit more structured before we start going random. And while we're going easy, let's talk about what the random laps are. So if a 1 comes up, we're going easy. If a 2 comes up, we're going to have an easy resistance on the bike, and we're going to do maximum cadence for the entire back straight. That's not the straight we're on here. This is the home straight. We're going to do the back straight, which is after we hairpin turn this. We're going to do max cadence from turn to turn. It's not a sprint in terms of power. It's going to be low power, but as fast as you can pedal sitting down. So put that trainer in a light setting and just spin it out all the way to the turn. If a 2 comes up, that was a 2, sorry. If a 3 comes up, we're going to spend an entire lap over threshold. Whether that's 105% or 125%, that's your choice. But 1 minute or 1 lap over threshold. And that was a 3. And if a 4 comes up, we're going to sprint for 5 seconds coming out of each turn. So 5-second sprint out of the first turn, 5-second sprint out of the second turn. And that's it. Easy, max cadence, over threshold, or sprinting. Cool, we just hit that 8-minute mark. Let's do this lap hard, spicy. We're going to do a hard lap, easy lap, hard lap, easy lap. We're going to do that 3 times so that you get to go hard 3 times. And then we're going to start our random generation. Cool, so this is a hard lap. It doesn't have to be all out. It can be any cadence you want, any RPM you want. Just make it hard, spicy. I would aim for like 105 RPMs. You're only here for 1 minute. I'm sorry, 105% FTP. You're only here for less than a minute. These laps are coming in at 50 seconds or so. Cool, finish all the way to this finish line, and then you're going to take an easy lap. I would keep the cadence high on that easy lap. Try and keep your cadence over 90 RPMs. And here we go. Nice and easy for a lap. And you know what? Since the random generator is already on a 4, once we start doing our random generator, we'll start with a 4. We'll just pick up with that. Good. Keep this nice and easy. This is a technical course, even though it's simple and it's just an oval, or it's really just a bobby pin, right? Skinny, straight with 2 little hairpins at each end. It's pretty technical. I mean, people are getting smushed into these boards through the turns. There's barriers with feet sticking out that you can get tripped up on. So this is not an easy course. It looks super fun though. And good slanting barriers, slanting away from the racers on the finish straight, which is awesome to see. Cool, let's do a spicy lap. Maybe go a little bit harder than you did last time. If last time you were at 105 RPM, 105% FTP, maybe take it up to 110. Let's go a little bit harder, a little bit higher. Good. Push that pace a little bit, guys. This should be spicy. Should burn a little bit. Or a lot of it. You're going to get an easy lap after this. And let's take it easy. There we go. So you either love or hate them, the handlebars on those new Cervelos. What do you guys think? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I personally love it. It looks super stiff. The split fork design with the forked stem on those handlebars. Good, so this is an easy lap. We're going to do one more spicy lap coming up. I want to say this is Greenlow, Australia. Green something. Someone's going to have to correct me on that. Alright guys, this is going to be our last spicy lap coming up. One more spicy lap. Let's go for over FTP again, but let's make this the hardest one yet. So maybe 110, 115%. Here we go. Let's go, 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 go. Just jamming out to the music over here. The music is also kind of just random. I put it on in the background, so we might get good songs, we might not. We'll see. Let's finish this strong all the way to the finish line, and then you're going to get an easy lap that leads us into the beginning of our random set. Cool. Take an easy lap. We are 12 minutes in. We're actually 9 minutes into the racing. So we've been warming up for about 9 minutes. When we cross that finish line, we're going to start with a number 4. There we go, 4. So 4 means we sprint out of each turn. So as you exit the turn, you're going to sprint. I would stand up and sprint all of these. They're 5 seconds long. Even if you feel like you need to sit down before the end of that sprint, let's start them standing. And I'm going to count you down. I'll say we're going to sprint in 3, 2, 1, and then sprint for 5, 4. So I'll count you down twice. I'll count you in, and then I'll count you down. The sprint is not at the start-finish line. It's when we come out of that turn. So... all right, we're going to start on our first sprint, so start gearing up. Get the right gear on the bike so that you're ready. If you're not sprinting on this lap, you're resting. Get ready. Sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down, take a breath, get ready to do it again. Let me just generate the next number. You're going to do this again. And it's a 1, which is an easy lap, so lucky for you. Get ready to sprint out of this next one. We're going to sprint in 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint for 5, 4. All out for 3, 2, 1. And sit down, take a breath. Lucky for you, the next lap is easy, so you can recover up to the start finish line and then do another easy lap for the next lap. So about 1 minute easy. Easy doesn't mean nothing. It could be. But I would challenge you to make easy something like 55%, 60% FTP. So make it easy, but with an endurance domain to it. 55, 65 is a good range, somewhere in that. These laps go by quick. I'm going to have to keep generating pretty quickly. Here we go. And coming up next, we have another 4, which means we are sprinting. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Some cool Scott bikes. Cool color scheme up here too. Okay, cool. Here we go. We're going to start sprinting out of each corner on this lap. All right, this is a standing max sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Take a breath. All right. You're going to sprint out of the next corner as well, but let's just go ahead and pre-generate. Another 1. All right, the generator loves you. Get ready to sprint in 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint all out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take a breath. And your next lap will also be easy. Again, let's make it endurance easy, so let's make it something that's like 55 to 65% FTP. If you're not sure what that means or you're just going based on feel, it's easy, but it's hard enough that you feel like you're getting something done. All right, when we come across the line, we will be doing we'll do a 3. So when we cross that finish line, we're going to hike it up above FTP. If you don't have a power meter or you're just doing it based on feel today because you want to just not think about power, it burns. It's spicy, it burns, and you start it, but you're not necessarily looking forward to finishing it. That's how this should feel. Don't go all out. Probably not harder than an 8 out of 10. Actually, I take that back. You can go as hard as you want. Now, you could go 10 out of 10 if you wanted to. But let's say 8 out of 10 plus. All right, guys, let's jack it up. Let's make this burn a little bit. I started you a little late, so here we go. Make it burn over FTP. I would probably be doing 120% to 150% right here. Good. Burn it up. Burn, burn, burn. Let's go, go, go. When you cross the finish line, you'll get a second to catch your breath, and then we're going to do some sprints because we just drew a 4. Good. Burn it up all the way across that finish line. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can take a breath for a second. We're going to sprint out of each corner. 3, 2, 1, stand up and sprint. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Let's sprint. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Okay. And we're going to do this again, coming out of the next corner. All right, we just drew a 3, which means after we're done with the sprint, you get to catch your breath. And then as we hit that start-finish line, we go above FTP. Ooh. Little sketch line there. Cool. Sprint. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint for 5, 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And take a breath. When you cross that finish line in 3 seconds, we're going to go above FTP. 3, 2, 1. Above FTP. Here we go. Good. Put those legs to work. It could be 101% as long as it's above FTP. Let's go. If you're not sure what your FTP is, make this burn. Look for that burn. The secret to cycling successfully is always searching out that discomfort. Always trying to find comfort in the discomfort. I don't know if there's any comfort in it. I take that back. But you're always seeking that discomfort. Good. Keep it up. Keep it going. All the way. It looks like a small field, or it could just be the, usual suspects packed up here at the top. Oh, let's generate and see what we got. We have a 4 again. So, it doesn't want to give us a 2. So when we cross this finish line, you can take a breath. Shut it down. Coming out of this turn, we're going to sprint. 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint all the way. Go, 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 go. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. All right. These laps are so short. It's really putting me to work here with this generator. Cool. We just drew another 4, so we're going to do this 2 laps in a row. Get ready to sprint in 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint. Go, 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 go. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. All right. Catch your breath. On the next turn, we're going to do sprints again because we have 1 more lap of sprints. Sprinting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. Come on. 2, 1. Take a breath. We just got another 4. I did this last time. I made a rule no more than 3 in a row. So if it comes up a 4th time, we're not going to do it. Get ready to sprint in 3, in 2, in 1. Stand up and sprint. Here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. 2, 1. Take a breath. 1 more lap of sprints. Hopefully you guys get a rest lap after this, but the numbers will be what they will be. What I like about this is it simulates real racing in that you can never predict. You can predict a lot of things, but you can never really predict what exactly it's going to be like. 3, 2, and stand up and sprint. Here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. A lot of times, we like to think we can play the stock market of the race. So, we can predict when moves are going to go, and you can use your intuition and figure out a lot. But sometimes it just happens, and you have to sprint when you're not ready. 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint. Here we go. Go, 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 go. All the way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. All right. Your next lap is a 3, so that is 1 lap. Let's just call it a minute, but it's less than a minute over threshold. Here we go. Over threshold. I feel for you guys. This is a hard little block right here. Go for it. Any RPM you want. I'd keep the RPM a little higher. Over FTP. Come on. Next lap is a 2. Max RPM, which actually is going to be really tiring. So you get some rest on the home straight, but it's going to be pretty tiring. Good. For now, it's over FTP, so keep it going. Come on. Push it, push it, push it. Finish all the way to that start-finish line in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you get to take a break. Put it in the small ring, put it in the small gear. If you go to your smallest gear, that's fine. We're going to do max RPM. Seated. 3, 2, 1. Elbows bent, core tight. Here we go. Pedal, 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 pedal. It should feel like you're pedaling off your rocker, about to tip this trainer over. Pedal, 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 pedal. Should feel ridiculous. You're pedaling squares right now, but we're trying to relax and smooth it out as fast as you can maintain. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Come on. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Relax. That's all about leg speed, not about power. If you felt like you were pushing power, you were pushing a gear, you did that wrong. We want to go light and with no resistance. All right. This next lap is over threshold. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Back to work, guys. Over threshold. Here we go. Woo. We got a hard one, guys. The last time we did the random generator, it gave you a lot of rest laps. This is not a lot of rest. Even on the sprint laps, there's not a lot of rest because it's so short. Good. Over FTP. Anything over FTP is fine. And you can switch around, guys. If you start at 120% FTP, you don't have to finish there. You can let it trail down to 105% by the end. That's fine. Oh, what do we got on our next lap? Next lap is a 2, another max RPM lap. We got about 35 minutes left. Take a breath. Catch your breath. We're going to start on max RPM. Remember to really bend those elbows and keep your core tight. That's going to keep you from bouncing out of that saddle. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Seated, arms bent, core tight. Pedal, 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 pedal. Max RPM. Let's go. Pedal like you've never pedaled before. Pedal, 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 pedal. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All the way. 6, 5, 4. Keep pedaling. 3. Try and smooth it out. 2, 1. And take a breath all the way to the finish line. Actually, all the way to the next corner because we are doing a sprint lap next lap. Sprinting out of the corners. All right. Oh, piling up a little bit. There we go. Get ready to sprint in 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Sprint, 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 sprint. 3, 2, 1, and take a breath. We're going to sprint out of the next corner too. You guys have a 2 coming up on the next lap, which is max cadence. Get ready to sprint in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Sprint, sprint, sprint. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And settle back down. We're going to do max cadence on the next lap. Max cadence is actually a really important sprinting skill, even though you don't normally pedal that fast in a race. Here we go. Core tight, arms bent, and max cadence. Go, 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 go. Pedal, 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 pedal. Your legs should just be spinning. Let's go. Come on. Blow it up. Like you're trying to light that chain on fire. Burn it up, burn it up. Melt that chain. And when it starts to feel choppy, relax your legs, but tighten your core. Pedal, 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 pedal. And shut it down. There's a dichotomy, or there's like a contrast between what's working hard and what's relaxing in a max RPM effort. We want our arms relaxed. We want them bent. We want our core tight. We want our legs working hard, so our hips are working hard, but our ankles are relaxed. Just something's either tight or relaxed. Cool. We're going to do that again in 3, 2, 1, and max cadence. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Pedal, 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 pedal. Good. Core tight. Arms bent. Pedal, 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 pedal. All the way. All the way. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a breath. Okay. Next up is sprint laps again. So yeah, fast RPM, even though you don't typically ride that fast in a race ever, that's a big component to training your rate of force development and the speed in your legs and reciprocal inhibition, all the other good stuff that makes you a fast, powerful sprinter that can accelerate quickly. Cool, get ready to sprint out of this corner in 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up and sprint. Here we go, sprint, 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 sprint. 4, 3, 2, 1, take a breath. All right, we're gonna sprint out of this next corner in 3, 2, 1, and sprint, sprint, sprint. You have a rest coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. For the first time in a long time, you guys got a 1. You got that rest. Whew. I love when you guys work hard. Sometimes the random number generator, rest lap, easy. And honestly, I would take it all the way easy after all the big block of work you guys just did. The random generator sometimes really helps you out and gives you a lot of rest. Sometimes it really punishes you and makes you do a lot of hard stuff back to back. Let's see what we got after the rest lap. We have a 4, so another sprint lap coming up. A lot of the sprint laps. All right, I'm going to change up the sprint laps a little bit. I'm going to make the first sprint longer and the second sprint shorter. So I'm going to do 7 seconds on the first one and 4 seconds on the second one. So a little bit longer on the first, a little bit shorter on the second. Just to break it up a little bit. And on the longer one, that first longer one, you might want to sit down before we're done with that sprint and finish it seated. Here we go. Your first sprint is 7 seconds long, starting in 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint, sprint, sprint. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a breath. Next sprint is going to be 4 seconds long, and you have a recovery lap after this. Get ready, 4 second sprint starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Go, 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 go. 3, 2, 1, take a breath. All right, do you have a dream bike? Now that we're on a recovery lap, let me know in the comments or just tell me afterwards. We've got the Canyon Air Road, which is that crit aero bike, red one right off to the right. We have the new Cervelos in here. We've got some Scotts in here. Got a Focus. Focus are nice bikes. I know Phil rides a Focus famously around Southern California. Do you guys have a dream bike? What is it? Do you have it? Maybe you have your dream bike. Maybe you have an S-Works Athos. All right, let's see what we got. A 4. We got another sprint lap coming up. I'm asking you guys what your dream bikes are while you're suffering. Nobody's gonna have any energy to respond right now. Bad timing. All right, get ready. We're gonna sprint out of this corner. 7 seconds on the first one, 4 on the second one. Sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stand up, sprint, sprint, sprint. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shut it down. 4 second sprint coming up next. Let's see what we have on the next lap. Max RPM on the next lap. All right, 3, 2, and stand up and sprint for 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a breath. Max RPM after we turn and after we pass the finish line and then turn. I have a feeling this home stretch of the course does go a little bit uphill, but it's hard to tell. I'm not there, and I've never ridden this course, so I don't know. All right, here we go. Arms bent, core tight, relax those ankles, and max our cadence. Go, 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 go. Pedal, 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 pedal. Light. Max RPM. It's not for power, it is for leg speed. If you can pedal faster than your cadence sensor can keep up with, that is a good problem. That's why when we go for max cadence, we use the magnetic sensors and not the accelerometers, because they usually can't keep up with us. Take a breath. We use the old school one with the magnet that kind of passes the crank every time, just because that's more accurate than the accelerometer. If you get over 180, it starts to fritz out sometimes. Next lap, another max cadence. While we're talking about max cadence, what is your max cadence that you've hit on the bike? Have you broken 200 on the road, on the trainer? What's your max cadence? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Arms bent, core tight, sprint. Pedal, 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 pedal. Light gear, as fast as you can pedal. If you start to feel like you're galloping on the back of a horse, relax for 1 second and then try and smooth it out and pick it back up. Core tight, legs relaxed, pedal, 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 pedal. We got someone off the front now. Kind of tacked off the side there. And you can take a breath. Got one rider up the front. We'll see if we catch him before the end. We've got about 30 minutes left of this race. Cool, we got a 4. We got sprints coming up next. So we haven't had a lot of 3s in a while. Or 1s, really. Get ready to sprint. It starts with a 7, and then we do a 4. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Sprint for 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep pushing all the way. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. All right, guys. I know it's getting a little bit spicy right now. These sprints are starting to wane, and you're losing energy, but stick with it. 3, 2, and a 4-second sprint. Here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. It's the beginning of the new year. Let's start with a bang. Let's really get the sprint work in here. It very well could have been more of a threshold ride if we just drew a bunch of 3s in a row, but we're really working on repeat sprint intervals, and it's going to challenge your repeatability. 3, 2, stand up and sprint for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a breath. I counted kind of slow on that one. Sorry, guys. And get ready to sprint for 4 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Go, 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 go for 3, for 2, for 1. Take a breath. All right. Ooh, I need to regenerate. What do we got? Another 4. This is the 3rd time in a row. It cannot happen a 4th time. If it does happen a 4th time, we'll just draw again. And stand up and sprint for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And get ready. This is going to be a 4-second sprint in 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Catch your breath. All right. So the next up is going to be spicy. It's going to be over threshold. And here we go. Over threshold. Let's keep that going for this 1 lap. At this point, maybe you have the energy to go 125% FTP. Maybe you really are just struggling at 101%. Just keep it 1 watt. If your FTP is 200, go at least 201. It doesn't have to be 400 watts, right? Do what you can. Hold on to this. Let's see what we got here. And a 2. So we're going to do max cadence coming up next. My clock is at 37 minutes. We'll run until it says 1 hour and 3. That's should be the end of the race. So get ready to take a breath. Less than 20 minutes. That, I think, was bad math. Good. Take a breath. We're going to do our max cadence as we come around the other side. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Arms bent, core tight. Pedal, 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 pedal. There we go. Good. Work for it. We have less than 30 minutes is the correct number. Under 30 minutes, more than 20 minutes. Good. Keep pedaling, core tight, max RPM, and shut it down. Take a breath. Boom, recovery lap. I'm actually excited for you guys to have a recovery lap. It's been a long, hard slog. I want to get you guys a couple more recoveries so you can be refreshed and hit some of these intervals a little bit harder. The nature of repeat efforts is they start to wear you down, so the rest will be nice. Take this lap nice and easy. Let's just preemptively see what we got here. Next is going to be a 3, so we're doing a little bit of contrast, a little bit of easy, hard, easy, hard. Coming up next, I like how I said we're doing contrast like I planned it out. The generator is giving you contrast training. So we're going to come into a level 3, which is anything over FTP. If you're feeling good, go for it. Go a little bit harder on this one. If you're not feeling good, go barely over FTP, but let's hit over FTP on this. Starting when we cross that finish line in about 10 seconds. All right, and over FTP, here we go, 3 minutes. Ooh, I just drew another 3, so we're gonna be up here for 2 laps. Knowing you're gonna be here for 2 laps minimum, maybe moderate that effort. We're not gonna slow down and stop and restart that back up again as this lap transitions. You're just gonna do 2 laps in a row at a level 3. Your choice what effort and what RPM you go at, as long as it's over FTP. I'm going to suggest that we try and build through this next lap instead of letting it sink. We don't want a sinking ship, we want an airplane taking off. All right, you have another lap. Level 3 over FTP. Try and build through that lap. And you got a 3 for a 3rd time in a row. There will not be a 4th time. If we draw it a 4th time, I'm just going to hit random again. Good. So the next step is going to be 4. So we just did our 2nd lap at a level 3. Get ready to do your 3rd lap at a 3, followed by a number 4. I don't know why I hit generate so early, but there it is. So we're going to do another lap, a 3rd and final lap at over FTP. Next time you come through this turn, we're going to be sprinting out of it. Let's change up the sprints a little bit. Let's put them backwards. You're going to start with a short sprint, so a 4-second sprint, and you're going to finish. Your 2nd sprint will be a 7-second sprint, so a 4-second and then a 7-second. All right, shut it down, take a breath. That was 3 laps in a row of spicy above FTP effort. Get ready to sprint. We're gonna do a 4-second sprint in 3, in 2, and in 1. Stand up and sprint, 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 sprint. Let's go! Go, 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 go. And relax. Good. All right, get ready for a 7-second sprint. 3, 2, stand up. Here we go. Sprint for 7, 6, 5. Go, 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 go. 2, 1. Take a breath. Another 4. We're going to be sprinting again, starting with a 4, finishing with a 7. Get ready for a 4-second sprint. In 3, in 2, in 1. Stand up and sprint for 4, 3, go, 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 and 1. Take a breath. All right. This is going to be a 7-second sprint. In 3, in 2, in 1. Stand up and sprint for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Catch your breath. Let's see what we got coming up on the next lap. A 1. Easy lap. Take it easy. Go as easy as you want. If you're feeling good, keep it in that endurance range. So keep it 55-65% FTP, closer to 65. If you're not feeling great, go easy. Take it easy. Oh, let's see what our next lap is. Another 1. I'm going to give you guys two laps easy. I say that like I'm giving it to you. The random number generator is giving you another lap easy.
It's like talking to a wall when you don't look at me. I wanna speak my mind and tell you how I feel.
My clock is at 44 minutes. We're going to 104. I'm sorry, an hour and 4. So I guess 64 minutes. Good. Another easy lap starts now. 1 more easy lap. Let's just see what's up next. A 3rd easy lap. Remember, guys, rule of 3, you get 3 things, you do not get a 4th. So guaranteed your next lap after this next easy lap, it will not be an easy one. You guys could have used some of these easy laps earlier on in the ride, but that's random, right? Cool. This next one's going to be easy. Since we've done 3 laps easy in a row, I would start pushing it up closer to 75%, maybe higher if you're feeling antsy. But let's really get those aerobic juices or that aerobic power going so you feel your legs working. Good. You want to make sure it feels more like you're doing endurance work, less like you're recovering. All right. We're going to do a level 3 or over FTP on this next lap. All right, this is the end of your 3rd and final recovery lap. Get ready to go over FTP. How much farther over is your choice. Look for that finish line. I'm kind of hiding here. And here we go, over FTP. Get it going. I'll click it now so we can see what's up next. We have another 3 up next, so just plan on 2 laps in a row. Could be 3, but plan on 2 laps in a row. We're at 46 minutes. We're going to go to 63 minutes. Under 20 minutes. Now I can say that and really mean under 20 minutes. All right, a 3rd 3. So it happened, guys. 3 3s in a row. This is going to be your 3rd. Do it. 3rd 3 in a row. Did I miss a lap? I wonder if I counted for all the laps. Is this your 2nd or your 3rd? You know what? Let's call this your 3rd lap at 3. I don't remember. I wasn't counting as closely as I should be. So this is going to be your last lap at a 3 or over FTP. Build it up a little bit towards the end of this lap because you know you're not going to get another 3. Your next lap is going to be another 3. A 1. Your next lap is going to be a 1. So finish this lap pretty spicy. Just build it up a little bit. Take a nice recovery lap at the end. You guys might have gotten off with a one less lap at 3 that I forgot about, but that's okay. We've done plenty of hard work already. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Good. Towards the end of the race, when it slows down a little bit, great time to pick up some places and reassort your positioning in this race. Because once you get strung out, especially on a race that's this short, it's hard to make up those spots. By the time you're in position to kind of get into the pace line, you're already at the next turn. You kind of get jammed out of the turn. 2 easy laps in a row. I drew another 1. So this rider right here, you can see him, I don't want to call it tail gunning, but, you know, gunning the turns a little bit, where he lets the front wheel drift a little bit and then closes it up through the turn so he doesn't have to hit his brakes. That is, you have one more easy lap. That can be a dangerous tactic when you're trying to protect your spot in the race. Towards the end of the race, you want to be careful with doing that, because you could let people slot in underneath you on the inside of the turn. You know, of course, maybe he looked and saw that, but... So you're on one more easy... Jeez. Here's your 3rd easy lap. I'm going to give you a 3rd one, and then we'll move on. Hope you guys are enjoying it. We got a lap and a half of easy to go. Again, let that wheel open up and then close it up afterwards, which might be good for his energy conservation and not having to touch his brakes, but it's kind of late in the game to be doing that. One more easy lap. All right, you know the next lap's not going to be easy, so enjoy it. Your next lap is going to be over threshold. It's a level 3. It's kind of crazy how it worked out. We had a whole sprint section in the beginning, and now we're getting a bunch of threshold work. Good. About 10-13 minutes left in this race, which is probably going to be 13-15 laps. All right, when we hit that start-finish line, you're going over FTP. Starting in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there we go. You're over FTP. The lap afterwards, we're going to sprint. Good. Let's keep that over FTP. Get it a little bit spicy. Look at how this guy is losing all those positions trying to slot in. Having trouble slotting in because nobody's letting him in. Through a turn. There we go. Look at that. He kind of accelerated into the gap in that turn. Gaps open up in turns, not on purpose or not because of good riding, but they open up in turns, and that's a great place to reinsert yourself, is to return. Keep that in mind, though, and take a breath. Keep that in mind when you're going through the turn, that there will be people trying to slot themselves in. So if you don't want to let that gap open, if you don't want to let them in, you have to keep that gap closed. 3, 2, 1, stand up and sprint for 4. 3, 2, 1, take a breath. Good, this beat's really hitting with the race right now. All right, get ready. We're doing a 7-second sprint coming up. Lap after this is easy. Sprinting in 3, in 2, in 1. Stand up and sprint for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath. Next lap's going to be easy. Enjoy this easy lap. Your lap afterwards will be over threshold, a level 3. All right, guys, get ready. We're going to do a threshold lap. Threshold or over. So it could be 101%. It could be 200% if you're feeling absolutely out of your mind. But I would say probably 100 to 150. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Here we go. Lap afterwards will be a sprint lap. 10 minutes left in this race. We have someone with a rip in their bibs. Maybe they went down. Look at that. Let's pick up that spot. Wedge yourself on that wheel. There you go. Through the turn. Like a charm. All right, guys, we're going to start this sprint lap. We're going to do... Let's just make it a little bit more interesting. Let's do 8-second sprints, both sides. Just because. Get ready. This is going to be an 8-second sprint. We're going to start this one standing and finish seated in 3, in 2, in 1. Stand up and sprint. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a breath. You might be saying to yourself, BJ, you count a different length every time, so it doesn't really matter how long the sprints are, how long you say the sprints are. Yes, that's true. Sometimes my 8-second count is about as long as a 5-second. All right, we're going to start this one seated and finish standing. 3, 2, stay seated and sprint for 8, 7, 6, 5. Stand up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, cut it. We'll do half and halves. Up next, over threshold. It's number 3. And let's go over threshold. Anything over 100%. I would prefer that we started just above 100 and grew rather than starting really high and dropped. But again, listen to your body. Even though that's what I would prefer, I would probably personally, as an athlete, start super hard and then fall apart by the end. It's not always easy to practice what you preach, is it? All right, we got a number 2 coming up next. So after you finish this threshold lap, we're going to do max cadence. Finish strong, finish spicy. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and take a breath. All right. We're doing max cadence coming up. Remember to relax the arms, core tight, maximum leg speed. Smooth as you can. 3, 2, core tight. Here we go. Pedal, 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 pedal. Max RPM. Core is really tight. If you feel yourself bouncing in that saddle, chances are we're resisting a little bit too much. Relax those legs. Pedal, 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 pedal. It's okay to relax for just a second and then try and reinitiate that sprint. Super light. There should be almost no gear on the bike. And take a breath. Okay. This is a great drill done on the rollers because it promotes bike handling skills as well as cadence. A lot of track racers will do max RPM efforts on the rollers. Not a bad idea, or an excellent idea for crit racers as well. Any racer. All right, this is an easy lap, so take it easy. We drew a 1 on this one. My timer's at 56 seconds. I believe we have, 56 minutes. I believe we have 6 minutes left. We're going like outer space rave trippy beat right now. Good. Enjoy that easy ride. Let's see what we got up next. Up next, we're doing threshold again. So another level 3. Oh! I might have looked the wrong way, but I thought he just lost his back wheel for a second. I think I just looked at it sideways. All right, guys, get ready. We're going to be over threshold in 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. Over threshold. Anything over threshold works. It could be a little bit, it could be a lot of it. So that's always a good idea. If you're going to attack, you don't necessarily need to try and lap the field, right? It's not going to work with this field. You're not going to be able to get away probably. But what you can do is you can attack making it seem as if you want to get away, and then you relax just a little bit. You start to scale back that effort little by little. Everyone else catches up to you, kind of string out the field, and then you can slot back into a nice fast-moving train. Just a little way to inject some speed into the race. All right, we have a 4 coming up, so when we cross this line, you can relax and get ready to sprint. And relax. Cool. So we're going to do 8 seconds, 4 up, 4 down, and then the other side will do 4 down, 4 up. Here we go. 3, 2, stand up and sprint for 8, 7, 6, 5, sit down for 4, 3, 2, 1, take a breath. We're going to do the opposite coming up here. We're going to do 4 down, 4 up. 4 down, 4 up. And then we do threshold on the next lap. 3, 2, stay seated and sprint for 8, 7, 6, 5, and stand up 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you got threshold coming up on this next lap. And let's do threshold. Lap after that is going to be easy. All right, guys, we have about 3 or 4 minutes left. Let's just call it 4 to 5 laps. I'm impressed. This has been a pretty consistent race. This guy's been top 8 at the least for the whole race. Might not be a very big field. This is going to be an easy lap. Here we go, easy. But also it hasn't really bogged down and sagged too much. So sometimes in these races, you get a period of about 20 minutes where it really slows down. And it might have, but it doesn't seem like it slowed that much further down. So pretty consistent race here. Probably get a pretty good 1 hour power number out of this. Next lap is a 3. We're going back over threshold. Get ready to go over threshold. We're in our final 3 minutes here. You can see people starting to move up and try and find those positions. So make this next threshold effort a little bit spicier than usual. So over threshold, maybe go a little bit further than usual. Good. Protect that wheel. Try not to let anybody in. And here we go. Let's go over threshold. The closer you get to the race, the more and more positioning matters. You have some room for error earlier on in the race. The closer you get to the end, the less room for error, the less cushion you have for giving up spots, making mistakes, sitting in the wind. Just assuming we have about 3 laps left, I would want to be maybe at least 1 wheel further up, personally. All right, so this is a threshold lap. Your next lap is going to be also threshold. Hold it. I say threshold, but I mean over threshold. So we're going to be FTP plus in 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. Good, hold it. Should be spicy. Lap after this is going to be easy. Man, I think we might only have 1 more lap after this, guys. This might be our last lap coming up. This is supposed to be an easy lap, but let's, take it easy. Recover. Let's pick it up and sprint out of the last corner all the way to the finish line. I'm almost positive this is the end. Just, going on the timer on my gut feeling here. Good. So hold this wheel, guys. All right, start ramping it up. Start giving it a little bit of power. When we come out of this last corner, we're going to start seated sprinting, and then we're going to finish standing sprinting for that finish line. Ooh, diving that inside. Didn't quite make it. Here we go. Seated, sprint, start going. Ramp it up, ramp it up, ramp it up, ramp it up. You're going to stand up and sprint for the finish line in 6, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last minute sprint. Sprint, 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 sprint. Go, 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 go. And up. That's it. Yeah. You can just feel it in the air, the electricity. Good work, guys. That's the end of the race. Catch your breath. You want to cool down. Ride nice and easy for 5 minutes. I'm going to tap you guys out here. But it was great riding with you guys. Any questions, pop it in the comments. Let me know. We've got a lot of aero content coming out. Well, a lot. I'm releasing them little by little. But there's a new video out on hoods versus the Sphinx where I do professional aero testing. So check that out. And there's sprint videos up there just as little teasers. I'm going to do a Sprint Academy, so keep your eyes out for that as well. But definitely check out episodes 1 and 2 of Aero Testing, Aero AF. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you next week. Good riding, guys.